Have you ever had a teacher who made you feel excited to learn? Someone who believed in you when you doubted yourself? Today, I want to explore why teacher and student relationships are not just a feel good thing, but they can actually transform motivation and academic success. Imagine two classrooms. In one, the teacher knows each student's strengths and struggles, and in the other one, the teacher barely learns their names. Which group do you think tries harder? Research shows that when students feel emotionally safe and valued, they are more likely to take risks, to ask questions, and to persist through challenges. This is not about just about kindness. This statement is also backed up and based on neuroscience. Trusted teachers reduce stress hormones like cortisol, which free ups the mental space for learning. Actually, there's a study that I'm linking down below from Thomas Forham Institute entitled Children Learn Best When They Feel Safe and Valued, in which they state that learning suffers when the students fear for their safety. They worry about their being bullied or they sense their teachers have they don't have enough high expectations for their success. In contrast, in a healthy, supportive climate, students are engaged and they actually take intellectual risks. Now, let's talk about motivation. A study from the University of Minnesota found that students with supportive teachers were 3 times more likely to say they enjoyed school. Why? Because connection fuels motivation. The kind where you study not because of a grade, but because you are curious. Think about it when a teacher says, I know you can do this, instead of, here is your failing mark. Which one makes you want to try harder? Which one would you appreciate and really will encourage you to try harder? There's also a study by the UNESCO, it's a document over 100 pages entitled Why the World Needs Happy Schools. And in this document, they study the intrinsic relationship between happiness and learning. Studies show that joyful school environments that foster engaging and supportive relationships can enhance teaching and learning experiences that lead to better outcomes. There's also proof is in the numbers as well. A 2020 meta analysis of over 100 studies found that strong teacher student relationships also improve grades by 20%. This means jumping a full letter grade. But this is not just test scores. Students with supportive teachers also tend to attend school more often, participate actively, and are 40% more likely to graduate. So that is truly life changing. So, how can teachers build these game changing relationships? Here's the good news it doesn't take grand gestures. Small things matter, like greeting each student by name, by giving a specific feedback on their works, making it very personalized, right? Or simply asking, how are you really? I read of a teacher who actually kept a connection notebook to track personal chats with students. By mid year, even the most disengaged student was leading discussions. So it's really important to encourage a student voice and choice, make students feeling seen and heard, that their opinions, their voice matter, that their presence matter in the classroom. So at its core, teaching is not just about delivering content, it's about lighting fires. When the students when the student feel seen and supported, they just don't memorize, they thrive. So, whether you're a teacher or a future educator or someone who cares about learning, you need to remember this. The relationships we build today shape the successes of tomorrow. I'm going to leave some space for questions in the comments and looking forward to your feedback. Thank you so much.